Alright folks, in today's video I'm headed up the coast going to Cape Lookout. I'm going to be going up to Davis and taking the Davis ferry across to the island, and then I will go riding around, try to find me a place to camp out on the beach and get a little camp set up. I'm going to sleep in the truck tonight. I've got a mattress, an inflatable that is behind the seats, so we'll have to see how that works out. So we're gonna, hopefully I'll get set up in time to be able to do a little bit of fishing this evening, and then surf fish all day tomorrow, maybe just a little bit Wednesday morning before I come back. So keep watching and ride up the coast with me and cross the ferry to the island and see if we can catch some fish. See what kind of adventure I end up on. I'm loaded down. The front, everything in the truck is covered up. I can't believe how much stuff it takes to go somewhere for a couple of days if you want to have everything you need. So hopefully I do. And inevitably, once I get there, there'll be something I wish I had brought that I didn't. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. So ride along with me and let's go to Cape Lookout.
Continue on North Carolina 133 north for 13 miles.
Folks, I'm here to tell you, this is an adventure already. I'm out here on the beach at Cape Lookout. I've staked me out a little spot, and I'm pretty sure I saw the Parks and Rec people go by and waved at me, so evidently I'm okay right here where I am. I sure hope so, because I got out here, and as soon as I went let the air out of the tires and everything and started headed out trying to find a place on the beach, when I went to put it in four-wheel drive, for some reason it won't lock in. Never failed ever in 15 years, and today it decides it don't want to lock in. So I got to be kind of careful where I go. So I'm sitting here. I'm way up above the high tide line, so I shouldn't have any issues sitting right here for the whole trip. Tide hasn't been up in here within 150 feet in a while now. I'm sure it probably comes up here on a full moon tide. But anyway, this is what I'm stuck with for the next day and a half, right here in this spot. This is where I'm going to be living. It's a brisk wind blowing out here, which is, you know, helps keep you a little bit cooler. But it sure is a pain trying to set up a gazebo. By yourself especially. But anyway, I've got it set up back there behind the truck and got it tied to the truck. So hopefully it's not going to go anywhere, but I didn't even think about trying to put the camera out there, because I know every time I turn on the camera out here, all you're going to be able to hear is a bunch of wind noise. So we're just going to see how it does. Maybe it'll calm down a little bit this evening, and in the morning we'll have to see how that goes. I'm going to do some filming. I'm going to get out here and try to do a little bit of fishing in a little bit, and we'll just have to see how it goes. And so keep watching. Let's see what else happens on this adventure. So right now I'm taking a break, getting out of the wind for a minute or two, cooling off with the air conditioner here in the truck. The wind is blowing about 18 to 20 up this beach, and it is miserable. Absolutely getting sandblasted out there. I don't know if you can see this or not. It is just absolutely ripping. And on top of that, we've got a rip current going so good out there out here on the beach, that anything I throw out there, as far as I can throw it, it rolls up on the surf about a minute and a half later, because it is ripping across there. I don't see any birds. I don't see any bait. So that's where we are right now. It's just miserable out there. But anyway, so I just got to be real particular. I'm not going to be moving around much. I'm probably going to stay right here. I got another day and a half here. Got all day tomorrow, and then I got to catch the ferry at 1:30 on Wednesday to head back across. Then a 3-hour drive back home. So my hopes of coming here and hopefully catching a bunch of fish are probably not going to happen. So I just looked at the weather report. They've changed it from about 20 or 30% chance of a shower tonight to a 50% chance of thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms. Oh boy. The only thing I've seen that might give me a little bit of encouragement is that tomorrow, instead of the wind coming out of the southwest and blowing right up the beach here, it's going to roll around and start coming out of the west and blowing from behind me towards the water. So we'll have to see how much difference that makes. Maybe with the wind behind me, I can pitch it out there far enough to get beyond the rip current and maybe have a chance of catching a fish. And then again, when the wind changes, comes across these dunes, the bugs may be eating me up. I don't know. But the chances of old Danny turning Cape Lookout into a regular thing, they're looking pretty slim right now. I ain't kidding. They're looking pretty slim. I'm not impressed with this place right now. I'm sure it can be wonderful at the right time, but this sure isn't it. This sure isn't it. This is not the right place. And of course, if I wasn't worried about ending up stuck somewhere, I could go explore and probably find a better place. But that's out too, so I'm just gonna have to wait it out so I can get off of here. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Maybe, like I say, maybe with the change in the wind direction, maybe it'll make fishing a little bit better for me. Maybe I can at least entertain myself that way. Anyway, y'all keep watching. There ain't no telling what might happen. This is what I'm dealing with right here. It will absolutely blast you. Like I say, the rip current is so bad, I can't get out there past it. And when I do throw something out there, it just rolls up on the beach over here to my left. Just not a good fishing day. Not here anyway. It's a lot calmer right there than it was earlier. Wind's still howling though. Wind is still howling. Pure miserable out there in it. So I got in here, kicked back, cranked up the truck, enjoyed some air conditioning for a few minutes. Now I've got my little fan going. Been sitting here watching some YouTube videos, and I'm wore out. I'm ready to take a nap. So I'm gonna have to rearrange some stuff. I put most of my stuff back in the truck. Anything I didn't want to get wet, in case we do get a thunderstorm. It's kind of cloudy looking out there. So I put it all back in here, so it's kind of cluttered up. And I got somebody coming by. That's the first one that's come by in a while. So I got some people, I guess they're camping. They're way down there. It must be a good mile down the beach. I saw them moving around every now and then. I think they're on four-wheelers down there. And then behind me up the beach, I got another camper that's about a quarter of a mile up around a little bend there. I can't even see them unless I walk down to the water and look back. And they were there when I got here today. So this hasn't been very much fun, to be honest, because all this terrible wind, getting sand blasted, the rip current, you can't keep anything in the water. So the water has laid down somewhat now that it's low tide. And so I'm thinking that if that wind comes around out of the west, it may tame it even more by morning. So we'll see. I'm going to look at it real close, and if it looks like I can fish and salvage what's left of the trip, then that's what I'll do. And if not, I'm going to make a phone call and I'm going to see if I can get off this island. I don't know if I can or not. I mean, they're booked up pretty solid, and unless they've got an opening on one of the departing trips, I'm just stuck till Wednesday. So I just have to deal with it. Got plenty of food to eat. I got tons of fried chicken back there in the cooler, all kinds of stuff to make sandwiches out of, and I've got shrimp. I could fry up some shrimp. The only thing is, it's blowing so hard out there and there's so much sand that I just hate to even try to cook anything. I brought firewood. I was going to have a fire, which to have a fire out here, you're supposed to have it below the high tide line, which is, the high tide line is about 150 feet from me, 175 feet. And I've got, hopefully you've already seen what that sand is doing down there. That hasn't let up. It's still just terrible out there, the sand. So yeah, that going down there and having a fire and kicking back, that's just out. So I'm hiding from it here in the truck. So at least I've got good reception. I can make phone calls. I can watch anything. It seems to be able to watch anything I want to on YouTube, Peacock, that kind of stuff. So at least I got a little something to entertain me. So unless this will be my last interview today, unless the stars get looking really spiffy out there tonight, which that's what one of the things that this place is known for. It's on, I don't remember what the name of it is, but there's like the stargazers, people that are into all that. This is one of the places where it's supposed to be really good. Because I'm in the middle of the ocean. I'm out here in the ocean on this beach. a little more so than most beaches, but I see a lot of cloud cover out there moving around. Looks like it's coming in this way, and that may hold it back. I may not be seeing many stars tonight, but if there's some good stargazing to do, I may try to include some of that in the video and show some of that. I mean, this is a great place. It's a beautiful place. I just picked the wrong time to come, and plus I've got an issue with my truck, so you really need to have four-wheel drive. I mean, I can probably drive from one end of the island to the other. As long as I stay on the beaten path, I'll be all right. The problem is I don't know the place well enough, and I don't want to just go out randomly exploring, not knowing my way around, and end up getting stuck somewhere. So I know where I'm at right now. I've got what they call a ramp where I can get off of the beach back onto what they call the back road, right down here just a couple hundred yards from me. And so I've got an easy way back out onto the beaten path, and so I'm sticking close to that. So if the stars come out, we'll get some more footage. If not, that'll be it till tomorrow. So y'all keep watching. We'll see what happens. Well, that's how I had to pack it in here last night, so I could have somewhere to try to lay down and sleep. That was a lot of fun. This is what I got left out here. That's ruined. That's all bent up and ruined. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a beautiful morning, but unfortunately that wind is absolutely relentless again. Not getting sandblasted quite so bad because it's all wet from the thunderstorm last night. That was a lot of fun. I should have recorded that. All right, so I've decided that I'd rather not be here. Great day. Just the wrong time of year to make this trip. So anyway, I called the wonderful people over at Davis Ferry. I'm scheduled to leave tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Lord, that's a long time off. So I called them and asked them, was there any chance that they had a opening for me to go back today? And she told me that if I could be down there at the ramp at 9:30, they could get me off of here. So I ain't passing that up. No need me staying here any longer than I have to when I'm just going to be miserable. So I managed to get everything back in the truck. It's a miracle that I was able to fold up that gazebo the way it was bent up. In pretty bad shape. Has some thin little metal, it ain't. It don't hold up too good to that kind of wind that we had last night, because it was hammering out there. Broke my tail light. I hope it doesn't come falling off while I'm going down the road. So we're fixing to head to the dock. Got an hour to spare. I ain't gonna be late. Now, so let's see if we can get back without any problems. So I'm on the last leg home now. Less than a mile to go. This was supposed to be a fishing video. Well, that didn't work out too good. So at least I can show you a little bit of what the barrier islands look like, or Cape Lookout. It's a nice place. And at the right time of year, it'd be a great place to go, because the fishing can be phenomenal there from what I understand. But I sure picked the wrong week to go. Got a little situation up here in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. And I'll see you in the next one. Y'all need some help?
I got a strap.
How far you got to go?
Like another quarter mile.
Well, let's hook it up.
Alright.
So, them guys was in a bind. they had a better part of a mile and still pushed that car, that truck. They were trying to get it down here to the mechanic's house. So, It's like my lens is fogging up. Air conditioner was blowing on the lens. So, anyway, we got hooked up to them and got them drugged down the road where they could get the truck fixed. So, anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned to the channel because there's more to come. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, there you go.